Space is
Space is
Space
just space is
Trust me with your body. Trust me with your life.
Space is
Banging on the window.
nothing.
His mind wanders to the beyond while he's drinking his morning coffee with a pile of regrets that he can't seem to swallow.
Space is just a word that someone made up who's afraid to get close.
come closer.
I don't want any more space between us. I want to feel your hands in mine. No longer want to run this race alone. Space.
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 Space also could be the space between your ears, of which there is infinite for the younger you are, but the older you get, the space gets more crowded, it gets full.
Space is the empty feeling in my head.
Space is this thing that's going on in my head where it's like I know everything, yet nothing all at once.
And is the sound of my brain rattling against the inside of my skull. Space.
Space. Space is never ending, like my thoughts, forever drifting out into space. There is no rope to tie me to the pier. There's no anchor to hold me down.
Space.
Space.
Afraid to expand.
Expanding.
Afraid to rubber band. A claustronaut. Afraid to explore. A claustronaut. Afraid to explore. Afraid to expand and rubber band.
Come back into me, beat back into me. His mind is scrambled and scattered like the planets far beyond reach.
Space is expanding. The planet is getting further from the sun.
The only space I feel is the space between the moon and the sun, the earth and you.
And I'm expanding again, afraid.
Forever expanding and never ending.
Space.
Space.
I needed my own space.
I guess I just needed some space.
To be honest, space is kind of what we needed, considering when every time we were together, it was toxic air suffocating my insides.
Space. I can't breathe. Being choked by the particles in the air. Particles of bad thoughts, bad vibes, bad friendships, bad relationships.
He sits there drinking.
Like the cool air on my pillow.
Sydney Scrubs, please come to Union Station.
Space is every time I try to pick up the phone and call you, you never answer.
Space is 6 feet away from where I want you to be.
Come closer. But we can't be together. Space, stay away.
Space is a lot like the way your hands feel so cold against my skin. Space is the hours I wait for your phone call. Space.
Space is absolutely filling a hole that has been left since the last time you filled up space in front of me.
Swallow you whole, space. Swallow me whole, space. Swallow us whole, space.
I was no longer myself. I lived outside of me. I lived outside of this body. I needed my own space.
Space. Space.
To do.
Whatever pops in your mind when you hear the word space.
Oh, so I don't have to actually say a poem.
No, do you?
What is poetry?
You just scratched yourself.
I'm nervous.
Give us your take on poetry.
My take on poetry. Space. I can't just do a poem like that.
Come on, go.
I don't want to be you.
Yes, you.
You're moving.
Go.
I don't want to be
I'm not
cool.
gonna say
I just want to be me. Be me. You don't want to be cool. Be cool.
Oh,
You just want to be
sad,
me.
It's fine.
I don't want to be
Let's
cool.
see.
I don't want to be
That's
cool.
all you
I don't
get.
want to be cool.
Space.